YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy, Trouble T Roy, Get Kicks Wholesale, the number 2 at gmail.com. GETKICKZ, WHOLESALE, the number 2 at gmail.com. Another pickup video for you today. Guess what? There's no sneakers in this video. What? There's no sneakers? No, there is not. This is an all jersey haul pickup. 5 jerseys. Again, like I say all the time, as you know, I'm on this nostalgic kick. 90s basketball, my love for it. So I go after certain Nike basketball shoes, Fila basketball shoes, Reebok, Jordans, things like that. Also, jerseys, NBA jerseys. So again, we're going to just get into it. Got 5 jerseys for you guys. Throwback joints that are fire. So I think it's going to be a treat for those of you that's from my era or nostalgic to this point like I am. I think you'll really enjoy this. And so yeah, I just don't get sneakers, but I get jerseys too. Other apparel too, but specifically this video, jerseys. All right. So number 1, in no particular order. Well, I guess I have it in my own order, based off of how I want to reveal it. So number 1, from the 90s, again, 90s basketball era. All of these are 90s basketball era jerseys, by the way. Well, one is like early 2000s. All right. So the very first, we're taking out the bag. You can hear, drum roll, please. Phoenix Suns, Black Phoenix Suns, Charles Barkley. All right. Mitchell and Ness joint. Okay. You're the gold NBA logo. I forgot. I think it was the 5th. I don't know if it was the 50th anniversary year or something like that. I forget what the gold logo was. For those that know, put it in the comments. Suns. Everything on the Suns is stitched. None of these are swingman, by the way. These are all the authentic. No swingmans. So, all stitch, screen printed, Sun. Phoenix Sun. That's all screen printed. If you know anything, if you ever had these authentic jerseys back in the day, that was screen printed. Sewn on 34. Okay. Has the year. This is actually the 92-93. Charles Barkley, Hardwood Classic, Mitchell and Ness joint. Back. Barkley, 34. Boom. I've been wanting this joint for the longest. I don't know if you guys know, but in the beginning, Mitchell and Ness, they weren't having Charles Barkley jerseys made. So let me see, where can I sit this one? So, all right. So next up, we have another joint that's really, really slept on, man. Slept on. You hear me? And a player that slept on. See, me in basketball, I'm a shooter. So I love players that are shooters. They got the J. That can hit the J, mid-range, 3-point, wherever on the court. Another person that people sleeping on in this jersey is Fuego. Atlanta Hawks, Black Atlanta Hawks. Steve Smith with the Hawk on it. With the basketball. The whole sublimated joint. And for those that don't know, this authentic jersey didn't have any stitch letters, only the logo back. Let's see what year this was. I believe this was 96, 97. So, and it couldn't have been the 50 year. So I'm not sure what the gold logo meant. I don't know. It meant something. I don't know what it meant. But Mitchell and Ness, and everything sublimated with this one. As you can see, if I do a close up, like the holes, none of this is sewn on. It wasn't supposed to be. For those that know anything about Mitchell and Ness, it's a Philadelphia-based company. And they make the jerseys to the exact specification of the player, or like of how they had them that year. And it wasn't no stitch letters. It was just this. It was sublimated, printed on. Oh, and let's look at the back. Smith, the number 8. You see the remainder of the Hawk wings, the sublimated half. This joint, sleeper joint, man. People slept on this Steve Smith jersey. This joint is mean. The claws in the basketball. Look at the detail of that. Even though it's just, look at that, man. All right. So number 2, Steve Smith, Atlanta Hawks. Number 3, I used to love these jerseys when I was in school, man. Like, I remember they were an expansion team when they first came out. So they haven't been in the league that long. And I give you a hint to let you know that the used to be, well, now they're currently in Memphis, but they used to be in Vancouver, Canada. Yes, you've seen this one around, but this one is probably one of the dopest joints. This is a Vancouver Grizzlies Mitchell and Ness joint again, but Vancouver, all stitched NBA logo. You see it, all stitched Vancouver Grizzly. You see the bear claw scrapes in the Grizzly. Number 10, point guard Mike Bibby, Jordan Brand athlete. 98-99 Mike Bibby jersey. Get the detail on the all stitch. Remember, no swingman, none. Not a Mitchell and Ness swingman. This is a Mitchell and Ness authentic. So I don't know if y'all can see that detail. Look, even on the, I believe that's like an Indian tribal thing. Even in Vancouver, the little red in Vancouver is stitched. Everything on here is stitched. They say Mike Bibby. Bibby on the back. The number 10. Again, see the detail, authentic. Made to the specifications of how the jerseys, the players wore the jerseys that year. Mitchell and Ness always does that. They make it exactly the way the players wore it. This next joint, near and dear to me, because I'm a Philadelphian, even though it broke our hearts to see my man's in this jersey right here, but it's still dope, and I had to get it just for the sake, even though we know he came back home. You dig what I'm saying? He came back home after a little journey, but of course, man, the Allen Iverson blue Denver Nuggets joint, where him and Melo was on the same team. And again, remember, they made the jerseys to the specifications of how they wore them on the floor in the league that year. So you can tell, because the silky, it's not the perforated material. It's the silky joints that the Nuggets wore. Again, Denver. Move that tag out the way. NBA logo, you see the N on the collar. Stitch Denver. Stitch number 3. This jersey is from 06-07, so I said it's a 2000s. So 2000 jersey, Allen Iverson. Man, this joint is bananas. People sleep on this one too, so I'm glad I picked this up. Iverson, and of course you see that stitch 3 there. Okay. Fire. This joint, insane. Like when you get them in hand, like the detail, like I said in the 3, look at the ridges and the sole letters, man, crazy. And yes, we are on number 5. Last but not least, shout out, man. It's sad that what was going on with everybody was like trying to, get their hands on this to resell, and because he passed away, so you guys already know where I'm going. Another one, hometown guy from Lower Merion. Well, I guess technically, he spent majority of his young life in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, because his father was playing basketball in Italy, but his father was a Philadelphia 76er for a little bit. So still the Philadelphia ties. So with that being said, you guys already know who this is, Lower Merion. Out of high school, straight into the pros. But this jersey is a little more special than the average ones that you see and that everybody was selling. Again, this is an authentic, but it's a purple Lakers Kobe Bryant jersey. And as I lift it, you're probably going to see what's special about it. All right, so let me just review it. The Lakers, number 8, when he wore the number 8. Pretty much almost fresh out of high school. I think he was a year in. Bryant. You see it, NBA logo. But here's what makes this special, okay? This is what makes this jersey really special. I'm going to show you. You might have saw it as I was raising it. What'd that say? All-Star 98. 1998 All-Star game. Okay? And I know we're watching the last, well, it's over now, but the Last Dance series, you know, the 98 Bulls, that 98 All-Star game is where Mike and Kobe was dueling. But remember, they wore the team jerseys, just the only thing was it was this patch. Everybody had their whatever team they were on jerseys. I believe the West had on the dark colors. That's the reason why it's purple. And the East had on the like white colors. I think the white is home jerseys. And then the dark in the NBA's away. So that's what makes this so special. And again, you see the specs. Let me get a little bit closer like I did with the other ones. Okay. All sewn on, stitched. Again, the specifications of how it was wore that year. See the 8. You see here, February 8th, 1998 All-Star Game date. Mitchell and Ness. Again, stitching on the back. The name, Bryant. Number 8. Again, you can see the specs. Dope. Is this for sale? No. No way. Absolutely not. Not looking to make a profit off that. I mean, I don't find nothing wrong with it. Now I understand how the, corporate world works. Unfortunately, you make more off of entertainers and athletes that are popular when they pass away. It's sad to say, but it's true. You see it with hip-hop artists all the time. It's sad. But that's not for sale because, again, the nostalgic portion of it has a place specifically, like I have a place in my heart for it specifically because when I was in high school, I seen Kobe play in high school. He used to play against my alma mater. I told you guys this story once before that he even has a shoe, the Kobe 10, is a colorway for Chester High, the orange and black, dedicated because we were rivals, man, and that's what we're known for. We're known for basketball, and he respected Chester for that. So he even did a colorway of the Kobe 10 specifically for Chester. And that's the town that I'm from, right outside of Philadelphia, Chester, Pennsylvania, for those of you that don't know. So yeah, some heat. Definitely the Iris and joint has a special place in my heart. Guess what? I'm not selling none of these. None of these are for sale, okay? So you probably hit me up like, come on, bro. None of these are for sale. They are all for this summer. I own like quite a few jerseys anyway, but I'm getting the ones, again, my Grails list. And that's my jersey. Some of those are my jersey Grails list. I'm knocking them out. And I'm going to keep bringing it to you guys, showing you. And again, please like, comment, subscribe. Everything will be in the description. The website, how to get in contact with me, my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And that concludes the video for today. Y'all be easy. Peace.